button, honey. Press the
Yes,
button.
I do.
You have the button.
Yes.
Push the button.
Hello, everybody. This is Josh, and we are doing our Dragon Finder post season 2 live stream. And unfortunately, I could not get the YouTube chat to go. I could not get the YouTube chat to work in the stream, but the Twitch chat works.
Yay!
Are we supposed to have cameras on, or?
Yeah, you don't have to have your camera on. It's I got your little icons animated to move.
Yay! I prefer icons. I don't want anybody to see my ugly mug.
You're very cute.
Shush. Anyway.
No, I'm not putting down my panda bear. I wouldn't be embarrassed to be seen with it, but
yeah.
But it's kind of scraggly, so I don't want to embarrass the panda.
Yeah. So yeah, anywho, we got two. If you look in the description of the live stream, we've got 2 forms in there. One for voting for best moments, and one for voting stuff, and one for submitting Q&A questions.
Jay Yoshi being like, "Isn't technology wonderful?" Speaking of, Finn's having trouble with his, so yeah.
Don't worry, he'll be here soon.
It is what it is.
He's working.
He always makes it. It just takes him usually some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, technology is not usually Finn's friend.
He just needs an entire new setup. His current setup is very, very old.
At least a new graphics card and processor. At least.
I want to get the boy a whole new computer.
Yeah, he needs a whole new computer.
What you got from today's sponsor?
And literally today, we're setting the whole comp, like right now. But also, today's sponsor is Joshua.
All right, yes, we have a sponsorship, our Redneck Engineer. So if you're, yes, it does tie into the whole thing. So, hey, Finn, if you want to get a new computer at a very reasonable and affordable price, custom built for gaming or live streaming or whatever you need, head on over to redneckengineer.com. They carefully select the parts. They got all this, it's like that. They do all the iOS update, the iOS and BIOS updates. And, they also have a 1-year support line for everything. It works right out of the box. And if you want to get 5% off of your order, head on over to redneckengineer.com and use code Josh Scorcher at checkout.
This feels weird. I've never been in a video that actually needs to do an ad read.
Yeah.
Just finished watching the countdown, so I know this ad. Yeah, it's I get my commission, and none of you better be using honey, because if you guys actually use honey, I don't get my commission.
Oh, I deleted honey as soon as that whole scam popped up.
Oh yeah,
so did my husband. Yeah, good lord.
It's like we were all. It's like, Markiplier, the wisest among us.
Where is the money coming from?
It's like where? It's like, how are they getting this money? It's like, where's it going? He's like, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
It's like the guy from Always Sunny with the board.
Sunny honey.
Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
Segue to Cooler on and his elimination squad on the dead planet.
Yeah.
Like, so, well, I hope someone picks up that phone. What? Because I bleeping called it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah. So
people are wanting to see if Doc is here.
Yep. He isn't here. Yeah, he isn't here. He's just not vocal.
He's a quiet being.
He's an observer.
He is an observer.
I'm also eating tortilla pizza for lunch.
Yum.
I mean, that's an even better reason.
I mean, I could fix that. Poke. 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 Poke.
Oh, sweet.
I don't think you have enough pokes in you to actually annoy Doc.
Oh, this sounds like a challenge!
No, it's not. You leave Doc alone. I refuse to be part of this.
Nope. You calmed down the lightning.
No, you leave the man alone. Let him enjoy his pizza.
I like bugging the man. He's fun to bug.
Bother.
I'm about to put you in a game competition with Doc. How's that sound?
Again, I like challenges.
All right.
Anyway, I'm not completed that joke while we're actually on air.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we just waiting for Finn to get in here before we start, like the Q&A stuff?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead
yeah.
and wait
Wait
on
for
him.
him.
Yeah, I mean, we could at least talk about like the concept for how this particular campaign came to be as well. You can start there.
Mhm.
All right. So,
Yeah.
we could just start there without Finn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just start there
Excuse
without Finn. We want to be him to be here for the honorifics and the
Yeah.
questions, because
All right.
there's a specific question that is directed directly at him.
Okay. Well then, yeah. So yeah, there's a kid.
Oh, hey, Katie!
There's a Katie.
Yay.
Josh, do the voice.
What voice?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the voice of reason? Yes.
I did not sanction this. I did not sanction this for the record.
Yeah, she's mad.
All right. Oh, hey, it's like Katie. You're lucky I haven't used that voice yet in Curse of Strahd. So, even though it'd be very, very appropriate.
You know, Katie, there's actually a category for you, the best guest character. So if
Yeah.
you want to go vote for yourself in the
Yeah.
description.
Oh
Go
my
vote
god!
for yourself. Go
Oh
vote
my
for
gosh.
yourself. Go vote for yourself.
Finn just got another message from Finn. He has to do a software update.
Oh,
No. We're gonna wait an hour.
Oh my god.
No, we're fine.
not.
Okay, it should be done.
Okay. Anywho, so why don't we get started with just kind of how this campaign started. So as you all know, this is a sequel campaign to Welcome to the Show, which was originally hosted on Doc's channel, but then we decided to move that to a more dedicated tabletop gaming channel. And so originally I wanted to do Pathfinder First Edition for this particular campaign because I felt like not only did 5e wasn't really able to fit a lot of the character concepts that we had, Pathfinder just had a lot of customization, and it was close enough to 3.5 that there weren't a lot of rule changes that needed to happen. And it was close enough. It was like Pathfinder was basically based off of 3.5.
If I may poke in for just a second, didn't the campaign also start during all the licensing shenanigans?
No, it did not. It's that was
It was about a year after.
yeah. So
I don't rely on me for calendars. I don't function as one.
yeah.
But I mean, I was kind of glad that we were on Pathfinder when that WotC stuff kind of
Oh yeah.
blew up.
Oh yeah. It was could have been but yeah. So when I jumped up, I was looking at Pathfinder Second Edition, and I honestly really loved the stuff that they came up with. I read the rules and just how customizable it was, and just how it streamlined things, and how you could do a lot of the things that you wanted to do, and I just felt like it fit mostly with what we were doing. And we kind of started around while I was looking at it a lot beforehand. We kind of started around the time that the Advanced Player's Guide came out, which is and we needed that because Ari wanted to play an investigator.
I wanted to play a sniper. There's a difference.
A sniper, and needed.
I wanted gun.
Yeah.
Didn't the advanced guide, wasn't that also what brought Kitsune forward?
I think so. Yeah.
Because I remember the whole thing that when we were gonna do Kitsune originally, you were going to have to like
Yeah.
homebrew that stuff for me, and I felt really bad, but I was so determined to play Hoshimi that I just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had to homebrew stuff for Blissey anyway, because
Miss won't play on
You
two
always
legs.
do.
yeah,
No.
I always had to. Yeah, it's just but hey, it's
It's worth it.
Yeah.
She is very
It's
much
fun.
one of the best. She is very much one of the best players I've ever had the pleasure of accompanying, and I've played in a few campaigns by now. So yeah, I can say that legit.
but yeah.
I can hear Bliss's face exploding while she's sitting in her chair.
I just have a big grin on my face.
All right. But yeah, there's so I wanted to set this this campaign a little bit after, like a significant time after, because I guess I just kind of really was getting really into the idea. I don't know. I guess I was just really on a Victorian era kick.
Mhm.
I mean, you're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Steampunk.
Yeah, just kind of. Yeah, it's just kind of on the cutting edge of the Industrial Revolution. It's still working on. It's like it's like the trains haven't showed up yet, but they will eventually.
I haven't really gotten steampunk vibes off of this, but
Yeah.
I don't care because it doesn't feel like it needs to be steampunk.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't need to be. That's what I think of when I think of Victorian and fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I can get that, yeah.
I personally have been getting the vibe of almost a slight Sherlock Holmes mixed with dark horror, Lovecraft almost, a little bit of Lovecraft in there.
Yeah.
So,
that
like,
sounds akin to what I feel it like, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, this might be weird, but it kind of sounds like somewhere between like Lies of P and Bloodborne, kind of.
A little bit.
That's huh.
Huh.
You know,
Kinda see
minus
that.
the get good part.
Are
Yeah.
you sure about that? We've had a couple of encounters.
Yeah, fair enough. Which, by the way, if you'd like to vote for those encounters, click the links below.
Yeah. Click the links in the description. But
finish voting. Thank you, Katie.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Katie.
Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
thank you, Katie.
We love you, even though we like to torture you.
Okay, got that.
No spoilers.
No spoiler.
Oh, trust me, I think I have begged Josh at one point or another, at least several times, that can we keep him? Can we keep him? Can we keep
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Can't.
At least once per guest.
But I want to keep him.
They're very the guest characters are very fun.
I made Katie mad again.
But yeah, it's this is
With all the crap you give me about the chaotic people I chose for campaigns that I run, but meanwhile, pop meat kettle.
yeah. There has been there's been so many like rules upheavals rule changes that have been happening, like especially with the remaster of Pathfinder, that because it's like thanks WotC. Well, less WotC, more
Thanks,
Hasbro,
WotC.
more Hasbro, I suppose. But yeah, it's hard to figure out who is exactly to point the finger at here. But yeah,
Honestly, at this point, you could flip a coin or throw a stone. It'll hit somebody guilty.
But yeah, it's like a lot of people have actually noticed that this campaign is a lot less combat focused, and like a lot of times we can go whole sessions without having any combat at all. And a big part of that is like because this particular campaign is a lot more mystery focused, is that and the thing is like you guys are at your core role players.
Yeah.
And So one of the big problems that we had in the Welcome to the Show campaign was trying to get you guys to like the main encounter. It's just like just trying to usher you guys forward when you guys wanted to keep talking and role playing. And at this point right now, it's just, I mean, on one hand, it's been both a blessing and a curse, because on one hand, it's like, hey, you guys get to play your characters how you want. You guys get all the freedom that you want. But at the same time, it's just like, this campaign is very slow burn.
Hey, I feel like it's worth it because our characters are very deeply developed, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and we're kind of at the point right now where we have actually exceeded the watch time of Welcome to the Show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which-
absolutely.
that's hilarious.
Just on the one season, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
2 seasons, yeah.
2 seasons, I was about to say.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
really, at this point, it almost makes Welcome to the Show feel like a prequel.
Yeah.
Kellen, you get the picture that Katie sent.
But yeah.
All right.
Finny,
where's Finny?
Yeah, he is working on it. But yeah, and other things about this campaign was let's see. Why don't we start going with like what made you guys pick the characters that you wanted to pick?
I think that's a fair thing to start
Yep.
with, yeah.
Yeah. So why don't we? Okay, so why don't we start with Ari alphabetically?
Start with Ari. What?
Alphabetically.
We're going alphabetically.
So, what made you want to? So what made you create Olwen, and what made you want to play a character like her?
One, I wanted shipping.
You got your wish.
Oh,
At least she's upfront about it.
I'm blatant about it. I am not shy about the fact that I wanted to, like,
You can't.
I
you pretty
like
much-
role playing romance. I like romance and stuff like that. I love reading it. I love, like, my favorite mangas are slice of life, high school romance, waffy fluffy stuff. Okay, so
You
like
pretty much walk around with a neon sign floating above your head at all times.
exactly. Secondly, I wanted to make a sniper character who seemed really cool, like from a distance and stuff like that. But once you get up close, she's just a pile of mush. I just really wanted that sort of dichotomy, the almost cognitive dissonance, kind of.
Oh, jeez. I mean, that is one way
Like-
to describe Olwen.
Yeah, she's a little ball of contradictions. And then 3, I made her family. I gave her the family that I wanted, especially Reinhardt.
Yeah. Olwen's got the most wholesome family, I swear.
Yeah, and
It's really nice to see
not
a
that I
character
don't love
that...
my brother in real life. It's just that I wish that I had an older brother like Reinhardt.
Oh,
Hey, there he is.
Yay, Fed's here!
Biz.
Woo! No more
Software
technical
update complete.
Life
Yes, apologies
Bless.
for further technical issues, but I fixed it.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh, how
Sorry to
dare you
interrupt,
not
Ari.
have perfect control of your technology, like everybody else in the world.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry for interrupting, Ari. Continue.
Oh, I was actually pretty much done with my sentence, so this actually
Oh.
works.
Yeah.
This means
Oh,
Doc's turn.
Yes, Doc, you're up.
Doc's-
Oh yeah,
And then as
and
soon
we're
as we get-
answering. We're
Yeah.
answering what made us want to play the characters that we play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, very straightforward. Josh and I came up with character Sybil because not only because of our first set of D&D sessions that we put online, but also because of many other examples over the years where people think that I sound like a very creepy villain, even when I'm not intending to. And so Josh and I decided, you know what? Why don't we just lean into that? Why don't we just go all out on that?
Yeah.
You have a voice made for audiobooks, Doc. Really, you do.
You do.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about the fight songs when we get to your fight song that I picked out, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah.
But I was eagerly looking forward to everyone else in the party finding out what my character actually looked like and sounded like, because I still can go back to that initial introduction and listen to everybody else's reactions, and even to the point where Ari thought that the doll I was holding was actually a clue, and then it turns out that it's actually my doll and it's made of stitched flesh, and like, okay then.
I managed to put the stitched flesh part out of my mind ever since you got the new doll, but
He's like the
That's a
dark
little
version
bit-
of a goblin from the labyrinth.
the doll's just a little too Necronomicon for my taste.
Yeah, that was just kind of that was kind of the fun thing about like going back and forth about this about the ideas for this character. It's just really leaning into the idea that it's like this person looks terrifying, seems terrifying, and so I remember getting the artwork for Sybil. By the way, Dogi did it
Dogi
perfect.
Crimson, shout out.
Yeah, I remember showing it to Katie, and I'm just like, guess this person's alignment.
What did she guess? Do you remember?
I think she guessed like chaotic neutral, but I'm just like, no, neutral good.
Spoilers.
But he's just so positive all the time.
Yes, he
Loves
is.
to talk to other people. It's just no one else seems to be quite as interested in him.
You are
Oh
way
no,
too
we
good
are
at that.
interested in him. We love it when you civilize things.
Yeah, how many times have we tried to pull you into conversation just to hear you?
Yeah.
So uncivilized.
All right.
Top Keck meme.
Well, we'll see if it is or not. It's one of the options.
Yep.
But yeah, and but yeah, that was a lot of fun. And originally there was a subclass for Pathfinder that we wanted to utilize, but since we were moving to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, had to homebrew a few things. But as time has gone by, things have just kind of settled in there. It's just like, okay, yeah, it's this is fine. I'm still very surprised that you are okay with this. And here's a question I have for you: do you regret giving your character a -1 constitution?
No, not really.
All right.
I mean, it makes sense, but I thought that it would at least be 0.
It's apparently he wants to challenge himself.
Well, much like when I was creating Owen, way back in the day.
The fact that we can say that legitimately now is kind of scary.
Yeah. Bit of a tangent, but I actually read a comment from a fan earlier today on the original TF2 Analysis Anarchy video. Basically, if I can find it again, it says...
Was it a recent comment?
Yeah. This is months older than me.
Oh my!
I'm all...
Oh my god.
Okay. Tangent over, but going back to...
turning 40 this year.
I'm turning 35 in September.
Shut up! I'm turning
Okay.
39.
I'm
Anyways,
still the oldest
back
girl
when
in
I
the
was
room.
originally creating Owen, I had a belief back then that if you intentionally put a weakness in your character, that it makes the character much more interesting. And my idea behind Owen was, well, he is the party healer, but every time he touches someone to heal them, he bestows a curse.
Oh, screw you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
You saw what I put,
Okay.
what put
But
into
yeah.
the chat.
Sorry.
I put the Santa Claus gif in the chat.
But yeah.
But with Sybil, I also wanted him to be incredibly intimidating and incredibly powerful with his spells, but he is extremely glass cannon. So,
He's tissue paper, basically.
yeah. And it fits because a mage or witch or dedicated spellcaster is not supposed to have a lot of hit points anyways.
Yeah. But -1? That's gonna. I did not know that, and that's gonna just be floating in my brain for the rest of the day.
That's
Not
okay.
even rest of the stream, rest of the day.
All right, and then so now it is Ellie's turn. What makes Hoshimi tick for you?
Okay.
And then we will do some of the
Yeah.
superlatives.
Okay. For me, Hoshimi was a character I'd actually created a fair bit prior to no, to I almost said welcome to the show. A fair bit prior to Sotao. But she was a character I didn't really get to fully explore. So I wanted another chance to use her. And full disclosure, I completely redid her backstory because her original backstory was not friendly for the kinds of campaigns that we run. That this particular group runs. For example, back then Yuto did not exist. And on that tangent, Yuto was created to help soften her backstory, so that's why he's around.
Yeah.
So why I wanted to play her, I did not want to lose the character. And also, she's just fun. She's just really fun. Everybody and their crusty dog who's ever heard me in anything online knows that I am sassy AF. So I couldn't really use that very much with Faye, but with Hoshi, open up them floodgates, girl. The sassy is coming out to play tonight. So yeah.
Nice.
I also like, if people remember that initially I'd had it so that she was a criminal, and I kept on saying not a good person. She's not a good person. This is still held true for much of the campaign, but I want to point out saying someone is not a good person is not the same as saying they are a bad person.
You are a bad guy, but this does not mean you are a bad guy.
Yeah, but what I... Eh? What? Huh?
No, you're still there. We still hear you.
Did you throw her off with that comment?
No, just what Bliss had.
Because some of the folks in the chat were mentioning it.
Oh
Anyway.
yeah, you're talking about the live stream. Yeah, the YouTube chat isn't showing
Yeah,
up,
I know.
Yeah,
It's I don't know why.
I saw Bliss type that into the thing, and it threw me. Any hoozles. Where was
big deal.
I?
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Right. No, something that I thought of while rewriting her backstory is that being a not good person is not the same as being a bad person. And I wanted to play with that a bit. because it's not something that you really see explored in media, and it's a shame because the depth of personality and depth of morality, I think those are really interesting topics.
Mhm.
And so the way I wrote Hoshimi, it's like she's got all these really bad traits because let's be real, the woman is manipulative and has an ego, and her morality can be described as tilted. But nah, but it's like she's not evil. She really isn't. She has her lines. She has her sense of right and wrong, and obviously her core motivation, with her parents and Kokoria and all that sort of thing. At her very core, she does have that heart in her. It it's just she had to distance herself from it, but and become a not great person. But that doesn't mean she went all the way into the shadows and became a bad person. She is she's not what's the name of Orsted. She's not Orsted, you know?
Mm,
Okay.
Orsted.
yeah.
So yeah, now Yuto. Like I said, I made Yuto to help with Hoshimi's backstory. I so a lot of him was created around her, but the way that he's played going forward, because for the for the first season of the campaign, Josh was in full control of this guy. Like I didn't do anything other than like the character responses, which all happened not off game, like behind the screen, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And and all that. So his personality has developed in a direction I did not expect. And that's a good thing because I kind of didn't really think about his personality very much. So I wrote the two to be emotionally dependent on each other, but I gave Hoshimi more strength in her personality than Yuto in his. So the fact that he's developed this the way that he has, it's been fun. And the fact that Josh and I share him now means that he is still growing, and he's growing a little different.
Oh yeah. It's sometimes there's like little spur of the moment developments that were like, oh, it would be cool, and we don't usually ask the other for permission to do the thing.
Yeah. You know, it just occurred to me, Josh.
Yeah.
Yuto is a terrifying example of what it would be like if we raised a kid, and I don't think that's a good thing.
Yikes.
Good luck going to sleep tonight, folks. But yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, Finny, you want to talk about Flint?
Yes. Okay, so, what do you call it? Ivan was my first ever D&D character, in which, Josh helped me create. And when I knew I wanted to do a relative or ancestor of, of Ivan. I wanted to basically do his son. I wanted to do his next of kin.
Descendant, not ancestor.
Descendant, whatever. Excuse me, my mind is loopy at the moment. But I wanted to basically do the complete opposite of what Ivan was. I wanted a little chaos gremlin. Yes.
For clarity, he wanted a little chaos gremlin that wasn't Dogi.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because
Anyway.
I love everything about Ivan. I love him so much. He's amazing. I love him so much. He's my buddy. But the thing is that I kind of got in. The thing is that he didn't have a ton of development or interactions with the crew near, I would say, about halfway through Welcome to the Show. That's why I added the whole, the way he got killed and then essentially literally got resurrected with new powers and a new, view on life and everything and like that kind of stuff. So
It screwed him up.
yeah, it did. Little guy. He thought the world was all sunshine and rainbows and help people, but no, it's bad. It's evil and mean and die. And you die and you come back and then die again. But
Captain Whale just said, "Flinches, we have Dougie at home."
but like I said, I love what I did. I like I said, I love everything I did with Ivan. I think he's a great character. But the thing was that from the very beginning, I set my goals. I wanted a character that was less focused on diplomatic solutions, more focused on combat and, experimentation with, fights and, being useful with all kinds of different techniques and spells and everything. I wanted to be more versatile in combat and in, other places. I wanted someone who basically clicked with the entire team right away and had tons of interactions with them. And I wanted someone who, instead of being blind to the troubles of the world and the problems of the world, which Ivan unfortunately was, a little guy learned that the hard way, I wanted someone who was fully aware of how much the world screwed him over, and he wanted to fix that. So,
What a concept.
it is. I wanted basically, I don't want to say he's anti-Ivan, but he is basically part 2 Ivan fully realized and from the very beginning.
Correction, he is part 2 Ivan with some Amber.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about
a little
to
bit of
say-
Amber. He has a lot of smashy smash. Which, speaking of, I wanted to say, I'll get to the alchemy part later. I'll get to the alchemy part now. So, alchemy, the idea of the alchemist as a class always really fascinated me, because the idea of experimentation and a mixture of science and magic kind of going together and everything like that, I figured it would fit perfectly for a character who basically is an anomaly of birth. The fact he shouldn't exist, yet somehow he does. So he basically wanted to give back to the world by helping other creatures that, were dealt the same hand in life, where basically they shouldn't have been born, but they were, and they're suffering, and he wanted to help them. So
Aww.
that's basically, he took up alchemy. He went to, I'm not going to reveal, I'm not going to give any backstory spoilers, but basically, as his life went by, he tried to help other creatures who were in the same boat as his, basically defying nature while also respecting it, and helping people that were just, in a really rough spot in life, and I feel like he's kind of like a roguish, I guess, kind of like an anti-hero, where he goes against preset laws while also doing good at the same time. It's like a chaotic good, I guess. So
Yeah, that's the only alignment that I could think of that would fit him.
yeah,
He is way too focused on being a positive change to ever be chaotic neutral. So
Yep.
that's out. And there's nothing evil about this boy.
oh yeah,
he inherited his dad's wholesome genes.
He cackles when he finds a new formula in his book, but in that same book you turn the page and he's got a little drawing of all of his friends like holding hands.
Oh.
And he's holding Olin's hand.
Yes,
Yep.
he is.
Mostly Olin.
And while we're on the topic of animal companions and alchemy, I have Blissey to thank for turning me on to rats. That is
Oh, you
where,
are welcome.
that is where the concept of zoo came from. I knew I wanted an animal companion, so I figured, why not a literal lab rat that he found like way into his alchemy adventures, and they just basically it hung around the his place so much that she developed kind of humanistic qualities. Again, I won't go too deep in the backstory, but the reason why Zoo is very humanistic is kind of a byproduct of what he did in his in past chapters of his life, and they basically clicked. They've been best friends for years.
Oh, I'm so much more curious about Zoo now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
One of these days Actually, not one of these days in the coming chapters, I think me and Josh are planning to kind of meet up with someone very important from Flint's past life. So you're gonna learn all the juicy details of where he's from, what he did, who his friends were, what he blew up, and what he rebuilt.
What did he blow up? Everything.
Everything.
Yes. What did he blow up? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he nearly blew up one of his relationships with his best friend. She doesn't seem to hold. She doesn't seem to hold it against him though.
Yeah, no, she's chill. It was more her parental figure that held it against her, but she was like, explosion, it's all good.
Yeah, just like yeah, I'm blind, but hey, I get bennies now, so
yeah, it's all good.
Always look on the bright
Right.
Well,
Side
of life.
the bright side, she wouldn't be getting benefits, would she?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a dark joke. That was a dark joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? The first thing, one more. I won't take up too much time, I promise. But the what do you call it? While me and Josh were designing Flint, we had a lot of fun. The what do you call it? We basically took some pages out of like different fictional characters we like. The hair. The big explosion hair is basically one big reference to Junkrat from Overwatch with the singed tips and everything.
Yeah.
And he wears his lab coat like a little cape because he's a wannabe hero.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun designing him.
Yeah.
Just don't call him short, otherwise he'll go let Edward Elric on you.
Yes.
Yeah. Full Metal Alchemist.
Yep.
But also yeah, we also and I think another one of the inspirations for the character was John Watson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I still have our old design discussions before Skype goes the way of the dinosaurs. I still have our old discussions here when we were designing Flint.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about Skype, but
I'm
that's
so
not relevant
upset
here.
about Skype.
I met all my friends on there.
I know.
I met
I'm
my
so mad at
husband on there.
Microsoft.
But not relevant to the stream.
Yeah, but just like I said, to summarize, so I don't take up too much time. Basically, like I said, I wanted Flint to be both a compliment to Ivan and the total opposite, but in the most interesting ways. So that was.
You hit it out of the park, dude.
Oh, thank you.
I love Flint, even no matter how much Hoshi complains about him.
Yeah. Well, he's literally starting to speak her language now, so I imagine they're getting closer.
Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that. I just had a thought, and if I say it out loud, it's gonna ruin future ideas. So I'm not saying it.
Okay.
All right, Blissey. Let's talk about Nanami.
Nanami. Oh, we're still getting used to the name.
Yeah.
Still getting used to that name.
I'm so proud of myself for it.
So right out of the gate, like following tradition, because yes, I don't like playing bipedal. I don't like playing humanoid. Period. I just don't, because it's like, what's the point to playing a makeup character if it's gonna be another humanoid person? Reminds me of me anyway, and I don't want to be a human. I hate it. Humans suck.
I mean, fair. That's very valid.
Yeah. So, again, playing up to the
misanthropy.
tradition, and this is always going to be a tradition. I will find a way. I said right out of the gate I wanted to play a Griffin for the next session. So when me and Josh started talking about it, he's like, "Okay, this can be done, but we have a problem." And I'm like, "Oh, what's the problem?" Griffins are considered, animals. They don't talk, really. I mean, they can mimic, like a parrot. I'm like, oh. Well, what's the theme for this session? I asked him, and he said it's going to be a dark... Huh?
You keep saying session, it's campaign.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I mean. Leave me alone. Blah. Anyway.
That another tradition is that I correct everything you say.
Campaign. Josh explained that it was a dark mystery type of deal. And I'm like, what if she was experimented on? Josh is like, go on.
How did you get
there? Just like, how did
Well-
you jump to that?
Well, because how do you get something to talk that doesn't naturally talk without using magic? Because I didn't want to immediately assume that even though there is magic in this world, it's not just like bada bing, bada boom, you can talk type of deal. Plus, I had that already kind of going with another character in another campaign I'm still waiting on to restart.
Okay.
And so I wanted to go a different route. What if she was experimented on and she has a rod sticking out of her head where that occurred?
You were very self-conscious about that design choice, I remember.
Yeah, I was. And because, well, it made sense to me at the time. Like, well, they have to enhance her brain so she can gain the knowledge and self-awareness to learn how to speak in the first place, right? So gotta
They
go
have
in
to
for the brain.
They have to unsmooth the bird brain.
Unsmooth the bird brain. So I didn't think much further out from that other than, okay, she was experimented on. That's how she could talk. Bada bing, bada boom. Problem solved. That was the only thing I thought about when fixing the problem, and knew I wanted her to be a barbarian because even though I've been branching out to try magic using characters, I still felt safer being a fighter or a barbarian, so I went barbarian with her. But I was not expecting the route Josh took this because Oh. She has amnesia because she previously used to be completely something else. It's not about her being a griffin and gaining sentience. No. This is much more complex than that. So I loved what Josh did with her in that front, and it made sense because my burb has amnesia. My
Yeah.
burb don't know who she is.
Sentient, by the way.
She just
Yeah, okay, I'll be quiet.
she just knew that I'm a griffin and I could talk. They did bad things to me. Griffins stayed in nests, so naturally she was leaning on the natural aspect of what she is, but didn't really realize the process on how she's been able to talk or understand other characters around her. And that just got darker and darker as we go.
Seven is so
mean-
pure but so damaged. I love her.
She's incredibly damaged. And the funny thing is, it wouldn't be for like maybe a couple months later when everybody started pointing out how sad my character really is. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? So like, Bliss, think about it. You are a griffin who has gained sentience, or I hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Sentience, yeah.
You are. Like I said, I'm gonna be quiet.
You could talk, you could feel, you have emotions, you could express, yet you can never go back to being a normal griffin because normal griffins don't act this way. And you can't exactly have normal relations with the party or members outside them because, well, they're not your species. You're alone, and yet you're not alone. You're in that gray area that you'll never be fully accepted. You'll never find romance. And I'm like, I'm sad now. What did I do? What have I done?
No, here's the thing. In that case, what has Josh done? Because you just came up with the experimentation angle. Josh is
gave
the one
him
who
a
took it and
foundation.
ran.
I gave him a foundation, and he's still building on it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And it's only getting bigger and worse.
Okay, something I have learned: be careful with how much freedom you give this man.
No,
Josh
basically,
has said at one point, I remember this, you don't want me with power. And yeah, we're living, breathing proof of that.
me and Doc specifically have given Josh power over our characters. The two of us have no actual backstory that we can recall. We are learning it as we go, kind of like the game Amnesia, quite literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Dark
on one hand, I'm glad I can relate to Sybil in that format, but it's like, unlike Nanami, who did not intentionally forget, apparently Sybil did. We don't know. Maybe,
At least
yes.
that's the implication.
That's the implication, yeah. But yeah, it's funny how Nanami and Sybil are basically the we're basically at the mercy of Josh. And we gave him this power.
And I remember asking you, it's just like, I feel like such a cut man. It's like, are you certain you want to trust me with that kind of power?
And you know what? I said yes, and I have not regretted it. I am having so much fun, and I'm just biting my tongue and my fingernails, waiting for what you're gonna throw at me next, along with the rest of the party.
Unlimited power over 2 people.
As long as you're having fun with it too, I hope.
Oh yeah, I'm having fun. I remember that there were a couple times where just like, I remember this one time where, like, yeah, I finalized Sybil's backstory and I made myself sad.
That's the mark of good writing, when you make yourself sad with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I look forward to hearing that someday.
Oh yeah, it's just like there was so much like there are I am an emotional masochist. Like I like making myself not only just happy, but I like making myself angry with my storytelling, making myself sad, like especially it's weird, especially sad. Like I don't know what it is, but I love it when a movie makes me sad.
Oh, me too. Totes.
When it makes you feel, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, you got me to care.
I
will
care about
that's-
moving pictures on a screen, and it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm not a movie person. I already care about literally everything and everyone at all times, every moment. So I need a break from that stuff. I'm going to put in a virtual world, and I'm just gonna kill things and not care.
I will just say, just to wrap up my end though, because I see somebody in the chat saying I am the queen of homebrew races. None of that is possible without Josh's help. I want to point that out. Because normally, from what I've experienced in the past before Josh, most DMs, or at least the vibe I caught, most DMs would not have tolerated this kind of player class or character setup.
Yeah.
Because of those very problems with dragons being too overpowered, or griffins not being able to talk or interact like normal players could. Josh made this possible for my accommodation, because he wanted to prove that he could not only make the game fun for me, but that he could accommodate me. I mean, obviously there are some lines he can't cross, but he's always been upfront and fair with me and offered suggestions. So the fact that he's been able to accommodate me just about every single time, I couldn't have had these characters without Josh. So yes, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Josh has been a great example amongst our people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
I think
and
there are some lines I do like that. It's like sometimes I do. It's like, while I do try to be accommodating, I think my probably my biggest weakness as a GM is sometimes I feel like I cross a few lines sometimes. Sometimes I think something would be very juicy for drama, or something would be very juicy for, this would be great for the character, great for the storytelling, and then I kind of really sometimes I forget that I like being sad in my stories and not everybody else does.
I like it.
Yeah, not everybody.
Now, to your credit, if you ever do go like further into the pit of masochism than you intended to, you do find ways to roll it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we try to tell you up front and personal. But anyway, Voice, you're up.
Yeah.
Yep, voice is up.
Tell us about Adrian.
Indiana Jones going through his midlife crisis.
So, Dial of Destiny.
No, that's him retiring.
Oh, so the
It's Crystal Skull.
yeah, Crystal
Crystal
Skull.
Skull. There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's kind of what I was trying to go for. I want like when I think we first just wanted to do. Okay, wanted to play. Like I wanted to play like Jalrum and Faethurn's offspring.
Offspring. Why can't you just say kid?
Kid, whatever. I like using my thesaurus. Thank you.
Thank you, word of the day calendar.
Yeah, you and your sesquipedalian locatiousness.
What he said. But yeah, so I wanted to play like okay, so what did I want to do as a character class, etc. So wanted to make him full elf, age him up and like keep follow up the years. Like again, this is like make him the oldest character in the group in human years, because he's pushing 40, I think, in elf years, I believe.
So realistic.
Yeah, late 30s.
Yeah. You know, the idea is that okay, if Jalrum was the was like all in about the next adventure, while also being cautious. Adrian just wants to get this over with. he is done. He's dealing with all this crap that he has to deal with, like from corrupt cops, from administration that doesn't pay him well, and meanwhile, hanging over his head is that dang sword that his dad gave him 90 some odd years ago that he still hasn't figured out. And
To be fair, at this point, it's less about the sword and more about Feronia.
Yeah.
Yes,
and even now he's been receiving a lot of like cryptic hints of just like, if you fully understand the sword, bad things might happen.
And then I like playing that, and then it only occurred recently that I realized that I'm no longer playing Indiana Jones. So a character who received a magical artifact from a desert that has a spirit inside that's guiding him, and then has the ability to use the illusion cards. Oh my gosh, I made him Yugi Moto.
It's time to.
The fact that both the summoning wolf and the Medusa was just so that was like the sentient cards, like that was like, oh my gosh, I just made myself Yugi Moto.
Yeah.
Wicked Cat in the chat's like, so he's the grumpy dad of the group.
Pretty much.
That is a deep voice for a 13-year-old. My gosh.
Adrian.
Yeah, and then you got so, and that's actually how I played Adrian. So Jalrum, normal voice as I'm speaking now. Adrian, a little bit more reserved, a little more deeper. Just you got to get through this. Gotta hunker down. Now that's the voice. That's how I gave Adrian, because that was at the time when I was doing. When did we start this? Like 2001, early 2002, 2021, 2022. That's what I say.
I was about to say the campaign ain't that long.
Yeah, it's not that old.
Feels like it.
I'm not pregnant yet, so I think 2022.
Okay, yeah. So that was around. Yeah, so that was around the time. It's like, so what was I feeling at the time? It's like, okay, yeah, this is around my quarter life crisis. Like, oh my gosh, that's like. Is this where I want to be? This is the whole thing that I was going through. I'm trying to see how I can incorporate that in my character, how I can, how that can progress forward.
Guys, I'm not your therapist. Oh my gosh.
But, and now Adrian has a new lease on life. Now I have a new lease on life. It just makes sense.
Would you say it just works?
No.
It just works. It just works.
I keep saying I'm gonna be quiet, and then my mouth proves me wrong. So I'm not even gonna say it this time.
Yes. Now I know there's mysteries of Feronia, but I have to ask: is there an inspiration for Feronia?
Inspiration for Feronia. Well, I started off with the character's original identity, and it just kind of flowed out from there. But honestly, one of the more recent inspirations has honestly been well, personality wise, has been Saphira from Aragon.
I haven't read Aragon, so I wouldn't know. Oh, the dragon. Okay.
Yeah, the blue
Saw
dragon.
the movie. So sad.
Yeah, not the yeah.
That's a reaction.
He's even worse than the dragon from Aragon.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, before I go on a tangent,
Jeez, Finn.
but yeah, that's
DM
just.
stands for distress manager.
But yeah, it's just one of the great ways was that she was a great MacGuffin for not only to drive the party forward, but also keep the party on track.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a Jaminia to lasso our butts this time.
Yeah, this time you got a Feronia. But this time I didn't want her to, like, kill steal anything.
Cough, 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 cough.
I like the kill stealing.
I like Jaminia though.
I know you guys like it, but I don't know. It just personally, it always felt kind of like, I don't know. To me, it felt like I was kill stealing.
No,
Yeah.
you're part of the story, dude. We like when you're part of the story.
And
Yeah.
besides, Jaminia was the paladin queen warrior. If she's not doing some hardcore fighting, she ain't living up to her title.
I know,
is what she do.
I know, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I had Feronia be the way she is that she has opinions. She absolutely has opinions. Yeah, one of my favorite. Still one of. Yeah, it's like there are a lot of fun exchanges. Like a lot of times she is I message like Adrian. It's just like as Feronia, just like, so what was that all about?
You might be getting a new roommate. Did I move the pool table? Why did you? I almost fell for that. Fell for what?
Yeah, there are a lot of just a lot of little fun shenanigans just from sharing a body. Yeah, and now actually you mentioned it, yeah, there was a little bit of subtle nail in there.
Like, you might remind me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm meditating. You're not meditating. You're napping. I know the difference.
Yeah, the relationship is a little bit more harmonious, but there's some playful ribbing.
Okay. Adrian's got a couple of ribs in on Feronia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It just are you seriously going to use me? Are you seriously going to use me to slice meat?
Oh gosh.
Luckily, but yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of fun. I believe like you originally did want to play the Magus character, or from.
Yes.
But yeah, when we moved over, it's just like, oh no, Pathfinder 2, he doesn't have a Magus. What were we gonna do? But luckily, the campaign, luckily the wizard at the time had something that was close to what you wanted before the Magus actually came out.
Yes, I remember. What was it? One of the first things that we had, was again using the sword as like a throwing weapon, and I think one of the abilities that I loved was getting a chance to reuse a spell by using one of my focus points.
Yeah.
But since I switched over to the Magus class, that was no longer an option, so I had to resort to the Magus stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she got differently powerful.
Yes.
What, you had to resort to the stuff you were originally planning to do? How horrible for you.
But I miss Magic Missile.
That sounds
He
like a
Yeah.
misses
personal
the
problem.
missile.
Anyway.
Gosh,
But-
it just occurred to me that that's a that kind of is a following trait from Jalrum because of the magic missile joke that kept running with him.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Magic Missile is like one of the best spells for a reason, because the reason that Magic Missile works so well is because it deals like force damage, and next to nothing resists force damage.
Yes.
And also,
Yeah.
you don't have. It's also no save, no attack roll. Like, it is guaranteed. It is like 99% guaranteed damage.
It is a good spell. It is a damn
Alright.
good spell.
So I think we can get to the questions. We have about 8 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we can get to the superlatives.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yay! All right. So the first question is, out of all the main villains from Sotao and Welcome to the Show, who would you guys say was hardest to fight and defeat?
Ooh, hardest to
That-
fight.
That
we
depends on
haven't-
what you mean by hardest to fight, like in terms of power or that we didn't want to.
Well, now I'd say Hollyhock, because we're not ready yet. But if
Yeah,
we're talking
obviously.
about like welcome to welcome to the show, probably Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the emotionally hard one. Well, actually, I actually thought that the hardest fight that we've ever had to do was the original Zaylin fight.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Uncle Bruno.
We don't
Yeah.
talk about.
yeah, that was it didn't work. It did not work.
Today's just one of those meme days, isn't it?
Every day is a meme day when you're me.
Meme is literally me twice.
Meme is love, meme is life.
Nope.
They're just saying
Ugh.
part of my baby nickname there by saying meme.
From no,
Um,
if I okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
No, that was the hardest one to like technically. But I think like the one that I really didn't want to do the most was fighting against Ravus in the forest.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
The no win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was our only forced failure fight.
I don't necessarily have a problem with forced failure fights myself. It depends on the setup and execution, and I feel like that was set up pretty well and executed fairly well too. Especially since
Yeah.
we were kicking butt anyway, so
Yeah.
that didn't
If it,
bother me at all.
yeah, if it leads to a good story moment, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me in the least.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
still,
like-
it's just like, I feel like as time has gone on, I feel like there are certain things that I am not allowed to do anymore.
Well, it's called trial and error for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, the fights I personally just get frustrated with in player and out, and it's not, and I know it's not on purpose. It just happens this way. It's just those fights where stop running away, get back here. I
Oh, yeah.
got you. Stop running. And I know the reason for it is. It's either a bad roll on my part or it's not the villain's time to be defeated. But it's like, no, we're ending this now. Yoink, they get away. And I'm like,
It has to happen.
Yeah.
Good old plot armor.
Yeah.
and this has happened.
I don't suppose you're looking at me at any of those fights, are you?
No, I'm looking at Cruel. And I was looking at Levikra.
Yeah. To be fair,
Yeah,
you
Lilith
okay,
to,
well,
Vigra
Vigra was
drove me
frustrating.
nuts.
to be fair, you got her eventually.
Eventually, Took
Like
fucking
literally,
forever.
literally in the next
Eventually!
session, literally in the next session, you got her.
Eventually.
It took a lot of waiting. She's right there. Let me get. Oh, she's like 50 feet up in the air. Of course she is. Of course she is.
The
No,
one
it's
time
just-
I did. The one time I didn't prepare lightning bolts.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not blaming you. It's
That's
just
one of the problems.
circumstance.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with the Magus is the limited spell pool. Sacrificing versatility for power.
Luckily, it's something that can be worked around.
Yep.
You just gotta whip out your crystal ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had ways of working around it. I just couldn't do it without endangering the party.
Mhm.
Oh no,
And that
I
was-
meant Magus.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else have the hardest the hardest boss fight?
Well,
I fired and I missed. I fired and I missed.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any spectacularly standout ones in my brain. I do remember one that I didn't want to fight because I understood the antagonist perspective. That was the captain that had set fire to the orphanage.
Oh,
Because
right.
he-
Yeah,
yeah,
oh,
because
yeah,
he
that
had
was
lost his
hard
son,
too.
and I'm just like, okay, dude, I get you, but this is not cool.
Hmm.
And I just really, in all honesty, I was really upset that he chose death over. Yeah,
Mm,
that was the fight that was a fight that I did not want to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
But that's just because
yeah.
that's who I am.
Oh yeah, I
That was a
distinctly.
good RP. That was a good RP session.
Oh, it was
Mhm.
absolutely
Yeah.
because it was just it's just like yeah. I think the one of the things about what that part of Welcome to the Show before Ravis revealed himself to be the main villain, it was just like there was just this level of depression. Like you didn't know who to. You had all this ire and you didn't know who to direct it at. And for a while, you got your characters just kind of directed it at each other.
But hey,
We
that's,
did.
Yeah, but that's how story developments go sometimes.
Yeah, and then right as soon as Ravis revealed himself as the villain, it's just like suddenly your guys' butts were kicked into gear. Just like, okay, you know what?
No,
Oh,
it's
look,
like
target practice.
well, it's like from the get-go, I didn't trust the character Ravis, and then during our campaign through the underworld, or hopefully I'm calling it that, yeah. I finally started warming up to him, and even accepted him, and even was claiming it was part of the horror for Amber. But then the whole thing revealing he was one of the big bads, and it's like. The whole one of the part of the reasons why the Amber trusted him in the first place was because everybody else in the party was telling her to trust him, to trust him. You're creating inner fighting. You need to stop that and trust him. And it's like, Ivan died and had to be brought back. And I didn't trust this guy from the beginning. Y'all asked me to trust him. And I almost lost the love of my life. Jalarim and Faye, you're on my. I am going to throw stuff at you, face.
You almost throw stuff at you. You almost threw them.
She did throw them.
Yeah.
She threw both of you into the bush.
Right, that's
All
right.
right.
It's
Okay,
been
we're good.
years. Anyway, next question.
Yeah, are we good? Or do you, Doc? Do you have a particular boss fight that you thought that was like difficult?
I don't know. I think you guys have touched on all the most difficult fights.
Okay.
There was a difficult fight that was supposed to be incredibly hard and an immense challenge for us.
And you just blew it out of the water.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
That was
All right.
so
Oh, well, we were fighting Speculo.
No, the Tarrasque!
The Tarrasque.
All right.
Twice it happened, and using the same spell.
Yep.
It's just like to me that's just so funny. It's like
find it funny at the time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you
You were
very
mad.
frankly
Yeah.
now.
But yeah, it's kind of reminds me of that one story, that one D&D story about transmute liquid, where these guys accidentally created like a an atomic warhead level explosion by using the spell transmute liquid to turn water into knack, which is NAK, and it reacts very violently
Right.
on combination with the air, and he created an Olympic pool's worth of it, and then they just spent like an hour calculating how much of a destructive yield that would have. It's like,
I remember that story.
it's a warhead. Oops. They almost TPK'd because someone had Dimension Door. But yeah.
Return of the night.
Doc, I did think of a hard fight that was directly a result of you. The fight of the mayor from Ribcage.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Where I remember Robus was stealing all of our hits, and no, we couldn't hit the guy.
No, it wasn't just that. It's like certain people, cough cough, were wanting to up the combat difficulty, and we almost got wiped.
Makes it memorable, though, doesn't it?
silver lining.
All right. Okay. Next
And then
question.
people wonder why I call this man evil.
This one's gonna be probably a little quicker. If
Yeah.
present day Hollyhock could go back in time and fight Simula as she was during the finale of Welcome to the Show, before she was
You are
used
coming in and
for light
out.
spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, could you
If present day Hollyhock could
Yeah.
go back in time and fight Simula as she was during the finale of Welcome to the Show, before she was used for the Soul Flight spell, who would win? Hollyhock or Simula?
If it was present Hollyhock going back in time,
Present Hollyhock
I-
going.
to say,
Huh.
I'd have to say Simula
Yeah,
because
still Simula.
it took an apocalyptic level of oh my gosh for her to actually be thrown.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even then her spells were just like hugely powerful.
but
Yeah, and
I
a
want
direct.
to insert something here, though.
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
Hollyhock studied up on her, studied up on everything she was, who she was, what she did, and he's going back to the past prepared.
We had her twin sister. We came up to her prepared, and we still ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, I feel like Hollyhock Simula is probably one of the more dangerous villains that I have ever created. Now Hollyhock is still dangerous, but he's a little bit more of a passive villain. Like he has his own goals, and he's going to work towards them, but
He's a little like Azzy.
yeah.
Yeah.
His goal is a little more slow burn than Simula's is, whereas Simula's is a little bit more of an explosion.
If I might interject my own observation here, he also seems to just have this pathological need to make things as difficult and complicated as he can,
Yeah.
which does not work in his favor.
Yeah.
Next question is the Raquel storyline going to be resolved?
Yes.
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 I figured. Yeah.
We have not forgotten Raquel.
Yes.
Yeah.
She kickstarted the whole thing, so of course it's gonna get resolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we know she's a Dom here has to mean like something involving what's the place
Zura.
where? Say again.
The deity. I thought you meant.
No, not the deity. I'm talking about the place that Raymond was for like a shipping thing. I forgot.
Huh?
What?
Literally, what are you talking about?
Huh?
It's in the Destiny, the town called Destiny.
How the hell did Raymond come into that equation?
Because when we brought up the runes, Destiny, Raymond remembered. Oh, Destiny sounded like a place that he went to. I think it's in Gloria or
Yeah, it's in the Kingdoms of Fenerath. Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Fenerath. That's what I was not talking about.
I'm gonna give you a little pro tip regarding Raymond. Don't try to think too hard about places he's been, because he's been every single place you name.
Yeah.
Right, but that was the specific one that was brought up. I was like, oh, hey, that's a connection.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Next one. Will any other numbers appear in the next season? We have 3, Tree, Yo. We have 7, Nanami. We have 8, Hachiko. And 9, he doesn't deserve a name.
Yes.
We have 9.
Will the
dead.
others appear? 9
Yes.
dead.
Yes. Yes.
7, 8, 9.
Yes.
No.
There are.
We
yes.
are not doing this again.
Yes. There are a number. Yes. It's we're not done with that.
I actually thought that maybe the scorpion that
Desert.
Brain Flint scared with the dragon roar was actually 5.
That's
We
correct.
didn't really get to-
That's correct. That was 5.
Oh,
Wow.
snap! Oh, no!
You guys,
no.
well, I mean, you guys didn't notice like how I put in the little things how it was sensitive to sound.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh, no!
You said specifically that it was concussive sound.
Oh, we scared up my brother!
Oops.
At least we didn't
In
kill
all
it.
honesty, at least we didn't kill him.
At least we... Flint, thank you for not killing my sibling!
You're welcome.
Oh, now I feel bad about saying, yeah, why didn't you kill him?
Well, now I'm glad
At
we
the time-
didn't.
At the time, we had literally zero idea. But anyway.
Yeah.
Next.
My brother!
All right.
He will
So
return.
this one's a Blissy question.
Uh-oh.
Does Bliss have a list of words for 7/Nanami to inexplicably know and give the definition of?
A lot of those are at random. I kid you not. It's kind of just like I kind of was going for. I don't know if anybody caught on to it because I didn't do it exactly like the way Robin Williams did it, but I was kind of going for a baddie moment.
Yes, from Fern
Oh,
Gully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
The thought that I had is that especially because of the pauses you tend to have when that happens, I'm just like, okay, she went to look it up real quick.
Yes, partially that, partially because she just had a kind of a blue screen moment. Random word. Relationships are the connection of an individual, usually romantically or platonically.
Oh my gosh, double the baddie reference. You have the rod with the wires sticking out of your head.
There was a long time. This was a while ago, but I did remember writing a parody of Seven singing, "Yo, the name is Seven."
No.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there, honey.
I want to do it so bad, but I
I'm gonna
can't.
stop
I
you
don't remember the
right
lines.
there, honey.
I
And
can't
we'll
remember
take
the words.
you through this 7 rap.
Please stop.
But yeah, it is at random. I do have moments of pauses just to look it up so I could make it sound a little bit more. This is a word and this means what it means, and I'm going to sound like this because I am remembering something off of the random of a hat.
Off of the random of
Yeah.
Off the random of a hat.
Shush. People haven't figured it out. Yes, I have a processing disorder, so it works for my character.
You only mention it every other session, but whatever.
Yeah, I know, right? I hate it. Sorry.
Beep boop, rebooting, Nami.
I get insecure about it. That's why.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I need to stop
Alright.
talking about it though. Stop being insecure.
Okay. Anyway, good. All right, next.
When can we finally explore new places? I want to see how the world evolved throughout the years. Well, we're in Kokoria now.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yes.
brand new area that he's come up with. And if I'm understanding correctly, the town of Destiny in Fenarath might be a destination that we have to go to as well, so we can see what Fenarath is up to.
Yeah, slowly but surely.
Yep,
Getting different
and
places.
if you've been paying attention, one of the possible places for one of the auras is where Sabaton used to be.
And we still have to find the one in Directian.
Yes, correct.
I felt like we've been going to a lot of places though, or maybe is that? I mean, I know we were in Directian for a while, but I felt like
Okay.
we've been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
We have been to a lot of places, but they specified new places. That we haven't gone to a lot of new
Oh.
places.
Mm,
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
season 3 is gonna have plenty of that. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Wanna see the world.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Y'all
right,
don't understand how scared I am of season 3. Y'all don't understand.
Let's go.
So this question, I already know. I think I know the answer to. I know my answer. What are you excited most about being in Kokoria? And I want to see if we all have the same answer. So let's just on the count of 3.
Wait.
1,
What was the
2.
question again?
What are you excited most about being in Kokoria?
Got it. Okay.
And I think all talked about this. 1.
Let's not do a countdown. That feels too awkward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot Springs.
I knew it.
Yes.
I wanted everybody to say it at the same time because we've talked about it so much.
I know what I want
Yes.
to. I know what I want. Okay, you said hot springs. What does Sybil have to say?
I'll go with that. That seems fun.
I love it, Josh's reaction in the video.
Hoshi?
Huh? What? Who?
What
Me?
are you looking forward to
Y'all
the most in
are-
Kokoria?
Y'all all are friggin' weebs.
Excuse me. What is one of your sources of DMing for this particular season again?
I need the money.
That is not why you grabbed it, and you know it.
I am advertising it.
You
Oh my
didn't
gosh.
mention it until a conversation where I got exasperated.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Everybody knows
Okay.
that beach episodes are very rich in character development.
And culture.
Yes.
Okay, but other than the hot springs episode, because if/when, it better be when we do one, there's gonna be plenty of parts of Shimi's personality that I'm going to get to play with.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
But if we're gonna talk about for real excited, I'm really excited to see the people from Hoshimi's childhood.
Yes.
Like her old friends, assuming that they're still around. And also, I really just want to see what's happened to the actual lands of Kokoria, because like Josh had told me about a good chunk of it beforehand. Obviously because Hoshimi's homeland and all that.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean I know what's going on now. And our last session proved that.
Oh yeah.
No, so like we
Spoilers,
all got the
quote,
hot
maybe.
springs, but for real, what is everybody looking forward to?
Honestly, the culture. Like whatever food you got, whatever shops are in the area, just lay it on me.
yeah. Yeah, the-
Sushi, ramen, bento boxes. Let's go.
Tonkatsu.
Kakatsu. Yes.
Tonkatsu. Oh my gosh.
Sushi. That's just
I'm
twice.
I'm excited to finally discover a little bit more about Sybil because
Yeah.
because Sahala was made up of Kokorian transplants,
Transplants.
Oh.
immigrants.
Oh.
I've never heard that word used in context with immigrants before. When I hear transplant, I think of follicles. Yeah.
Finn, what are you looking forward to?
Springs.
Outside of Hot Springs.
Listen.
Freaks. Okay.
Listen,
Ooh.
Flint tried as hard as he could to. I was originally gonna try and find one for Olwen when we were in the mountains. So it's
Yeah,
like
I
this is
remember
perfect.
that.
Food and hot springs. I love it.
He'll be chopping up his
And-
dignity to pieces.
And if it does, I'm not entirely sure. I think I discussed this with Josh. Is it in Corporea where we are going to find more about Flint's backstory, or is it just in the rest of the campaign, the next coming chapters in the campaign in general?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
Good to know.
Mm. Mm.
Alright, Nick.
Speaking of
Attempt to answer that.
Speaking of Flint, you have the last question.
Ooh. What do we got?
What was the secret Flint was going to tell Olwen in the side RP when they first shared the bottom bunk bed?
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what that was gonna be.
No.
No, I'm so sorry, Starry.
No!
You pulled a Sword Art Online, man.
I'm sorry. I'll have to watch the session again and like put it in the comments section or something. I'm sorry.
Don't feel bad. Nobody's
well, at
gonna
least-
remember everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, even Starry is like, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wicked Cat is like, no.
Well, Wicked also loves to be dramatic. So
Yeah.
moving on.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
He's
Those are
good.
all of the questions that we have. So let's go to the superlatives, hosted by Voice of Reason.
Okay, now, first off, if there is anyone who still has not voted, gonna give you another 2 minutes to go and check out the link in the description or up at the top of the chat. Otherwise, the next 2 minutes, I'm going to be closing off voting. So,
Yay.
yes, so like we did with the others for seasons 1 and 2, 3, and 4 for Welcome to the Show. I'm doing the same thing for Shadows of the Old World for starting off with seasons 1 and 2. I find that fitting. Some categories you might find familiar, so like favorite best fight, best player character, shining moment of awesome, funny moment, emotional moment, etc. I did include some new categories, including smart decision, favorite, and some other stuff. So yeah, I'll give you guys another minute and a half or so. So once it hits around 4:33, I'm going to voting will cease to happen. So you got, yes, everyone voted in here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good.
So we just got like a minute of dead air, or we just talk about some stuff.
Well, it's 4:33 now, so accepting responses.
Never mind.
No more. Okay. So, all right, we're starting at the bottom. So let's. So we didn't have a consensus for this first one. It's best out of context meme. So.
Oh dear.
So this is what we have.
12.
No, out of context meme.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. We have I'm going nope. See you, Space Cowboy. Oh geez, I think this is Jay Yoshi's. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he uses that a lot.
Someone mentioned the black spot from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like nope. Let's see. To the Sokka. To the library.
This game has been a meme factory.
Spank that. With Tinkerbell. I think Ari, I think that was you.
Yeah, that was mine.
I forgot
That
about
was
that.
funny.
Let's see.
Funny to me.
It was funny. Go off. Don't be ashamed to run into funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, if you guys, I love the, I love the out of context stuff. Just a chance. Okay, well, like, what could this relate to? My favorite one that it didn't get put in here. Went over a lot of people's heads. The for sale sign. Because what does it sound like? A fourth a fourth ale.
Fourth ale.
Plus ale. The Glorian captain who was drunk.
That's pretty obscure. That is pretty big stretch.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I lost my thought.
that's fine. All right. Okay. All right. That's no problem. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot. I know a lot of people didn't put anything down there, but let's move on to fight song / theme song.
Okay.
Now, the bottom categories, I did. I want to talk about each one and how I incorporated them. So Flint is Indestructible by Disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
The second I heard is like, reading these lyrics, like, this is Flint's power fantasy, like the wanting to be the superhero. And I think the line about my motivation and an oath I've sworn to defend to win the honor of coming back home again, that immediately nailed. Okay, yeah, no, this is Flint's song.
Yep. Carving out his own path in life, not living in anyone's shadow anymore. He is Flint, and that is the way it will be.
Yeah.
The proving worthy to come home again also just sticks a bit.
Yeah. Right.
Aw.
Okay, so after that was No Way Back by the Foo Fighters. That was Adrian's song. I got this, and like, this is Adrian has a new lease on life. You know, lately I've been living in my head, rest of me is dead, dying for truth, you know, seeking for knowledge. And then giving it like, you know, make me believe no more left and right, come take my side, I'm fighting for you. He has something to fight for. And like, one of them is, you know, pleased to meet you, take my hand, no way back from here. And then pleased to meet you, say your prayers. Like, okay, having you in one hand, and then I'm fighting someone else on the other. Like, that is what Adrian's, you know, new lease on life. That is his fight song. Also in the bottom category is Victorious by Nita Strauss featuring Dorothy. That I gave to Oshimi. And when I heard this theme song, I think it incorporates what is to come with Oshimi as, like, you know, standing up to her mom and dad, ready to like take them away from the throne, and I could just see like everyone from Kokoria behind her. If you could see that.
I'm so scared.
That's all right. And then I asked Shay about this one. His theme song for Shyland was Mirrors by Aviators featuring Prince Whatever. Didn't really get too much into the lyrics, but from what it looks like, so I wish I had a chance to, you know, like really get into lyrics. But Shay, thank you so much for providing me the theme song for him. Now those four all got 2 votes.
Okay.
Okay, so in tied for 3rd place. First up is the song that got me thinking, you know what? Maybe I should make theme songs for these. Find theme songs for everybody. Ties That Bind by Alter Bridge or 7/Nanami.
Ooh.
Yes, when I heard the story behind this, I was listening to the soundtrack to Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, and it's like, okay, what, like, you know, I haven't heard this Alter Bridge song. Let me look at the lyrics. And listening to this, I tear on the leash that keeps me contained and controls. Let me go. I want to break free and bite my way out of this hole. It's like, this is 7. This is 7/Nanami. It's like, starting off in the cage, wanting to break free, rising above the horizon lines. Like, yeah, this is Nanami's fight song.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. Now, what were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say Bliss inspiring people once again.
And then, also tied for 3rd is Yuto's theme song, "Black Sheep" by Dorothy.
I was still surprised. I'm still surprised that you had found a theme song for him.
I was listening. Well, initially, I think I was going to give this to to Oshimi, but I think probably one of our Skype says no. This fits Yuto more. But yeah, call me an outcast, call me a freak. Watch those bullets ricochet straight off me because I belong right where right is wrong. Hail the black sheep. We are blood. We're family. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. Hail the black sheep. It's like I thought that. Yep. Second place, I get to talk about my favorite of the theme songs. Sibyl's theme song, the ghost cover of Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Oh my goodness, your favorite would be the Metallica.
So here's okay. So those who don't know about Enter Sandman, what it's about. The Christian prayer. I forgot what the sleep prayer. Now I lay thee down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Now, I'm not sure if it was either James Hetfield or James Hetfield's son that accidentally took it the wrong way, and that last bit is like, wait, what do you mean if I die before I wake? What's gonna happen? And that turned into, and the idea is that something that's a protection, actually rather soothing, and turned it a little bit more sinister. And not only that, so that's like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And also, in base, like when you hear Enter Sandman, it usually means like this is the end. Your time's up. Like you're going down. Like no matter what, the second you hear do 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 do, you're screwed. And the fact that the ghost cover of it, where it opens up with a piano interlude with Tobias Forge singing the songs, like I can hear Sibyl's Tobias Forge being Sibyl's singing voice. That is how much I love this cover and how much it fits Sybil perfectly.
To be fair, Sybil doesn't need a singing voice actor. Doc does that just fine on his own.
Yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah. But of course, number one, the one that got the most votes is, of course, Olwen's theme, which is Rise Up by Sum 41. This is her revenge. This is her stand up to Hollyhock theme. Yeah.
Hey.
Get him!
Yeah, you'd be saying I thought I was gone because I've been waiting for this moment too long just to see the worry in your eyes. Like 100%. Like, this is Owen's theme. I'm so happy I gave this to. So happy I gave this to her. I'm so happy that Ari, you approved of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've actually gotten more into Sum 41 now because of it.
You're welcome.
He's good.
Okay.
They're fun.
Okay. So now that that's done, it's time for favorite ship.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay. So the categories are Olwint, Aldrian, Kai Shimi, Hoshither, and Jai Shimi.
And keep in mind that whoever wins this, it's not going to affect the story in any way.
Nope.
No, it's not. This is fan voted.
Right. And the current winner of Best Ship goes to Aldrian.
I knew it.
Yep. Yeah.
I would have been shocked if one of Hoshimi's ships got up there.
I'm
which
still
is a shame
rooting
'cause
for Olwent.
Which is a shame because
Yeah.
I love the Caius Hoshimi ship.
Kaishimi's great.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a vested interest in two of the others, I would have picked Kaishimi.
Yeah.
It was fun to have a character to pick on like that.
All right. Wait, you cat. Summon Sweetie Belle with the word ship.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Next is
Nagatoro.
oh god. Next is best running gag.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Okay,
All right.
so these are the jokes that pop up reoccurringly. So the nominees are Flint's many voices and puns,
Yay!
Civilize,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seven and her stomach.
I like food.
That's odd.
Okay, to be fair, that is a game mechanic, but still.
I know.
It's still funny though.
Voice of reason and his note taking.
Nice.
I mean, I voted for it.
12.
Please,
It's a
well,
curse.
Follows me everywhere.
That's not a gag. That is a curse.
7's hiding spots.
You cannot find me.
Join pasts is very useful.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
DM, I'm gonna PM you real quick.
Take a shot.
Who was like,
To be fair, we all do that.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say
no,
that every single time Ellie does it now. Take a shot.
Yeah, if we
Jesus,
honestly,
guys.
if we played in person, we would be passing so many freaking notes.
Yeah, I said this the other day. It's like
I know.
if we played in person, there wouldn't be a table. There'd just be like stacks of paper everywhere.
No, we just be on our phone. Yeah, okay, sent. It's like, what the? Oh, okay. What comes over whisper? Okay, and winner for best running gag at this current moment in time is 12.
Yeah! Spoiler alert, one of Seven's brothers and sisters, number 12, is coming in the next
No! No!
year. And he is evil.
You
Don't
stop that.
you dare!
All right. Moving okay, so next category. This coincides kind of with the most shocking moment from the previous lists. It's time for biggest plot reveal.
Ooh.
All right.
So, the question was, which revelation created the most buzz/speculation? Your nominees are: Seven has demon blood in her and possibly related to Lamashtu? Question mark.
That
Okay.
freaked me out. That freaked me out for a couple of
Right.
sessions.
Asmodeus is not the disaster.
What the fudge?
That
Okay.
that was a thing.
All right. Three's a zombie and related to Boulder and Seven.
My brother.
Raquel is a Dompier.
Huh.
Several members of Venom were revived, kind of.
No,
That
no,
was
no,
a-
no.
Okay. Nicholas Hollyhock is a green dragon.
Oh, we're in trouble.
That was a good one.
We're in
That
trouble.
was a good one.
Yuto makes a noise for the first time.
In 11 years, people.
And it was a derisive snort.
But
And-
it doesn't matter. It was still a sound.
And Feronia is related to the Heronius family tree. And your winner for biggest plot reveal is Asmodeus is not the disaster.
That is-
Yeah, I had a feeling.
That one freaks me out still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is still freaking
Yeah,
to
and
think, like, what could be worse than let's turn the material plane into an engine?
Okay, next. Okay, prepare your tissues, because now it's time for most emotional moments.
Oh
my
no.
goodness.
Yeah, this is the,
Hey, Josh, it's your favorite category.
what was the most heartbreaking / depressing moment of the campaign so far?
Let's do it.
All right, your nominees are Sybil's original doll destroyed by the Wraith,
Yeah.
Adrian's brush with death against the Displacer Beasts,
Ooh, yeah, he was not okay.
Yeah.
He was not okay.
Yeah,
I was traumatized.
Yep.
Boy.
Reinhardt's death.
Oh God.
I'm voting for that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that
Hoshimi?
one's gonna be the one.
Hoshimi and the Red Sands backstory.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Seven's brush with death and subsequent aftermath.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the only fill-in category. Adrian going off on Owen about being a cop.
Oh.
Yeah.
For me, that happened too early for it to be really like heartbreaking or traumatizing. It's more of a retrospective thing.
Right. And Dr. Devlin's lab.
Oh.
Actually, that's pretty close.
Okay. And
True
your
lab.
winner for most emotional moment, not even close, Reinhardt's death.
Yeah.
Oh,
Called it.
definitely.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Saw it coming.
Nobody's surprised by that.
I was not okay, like in real life, for that.
No, you weren't.
No.
Yeah.
No, you were
I
messed
think-
up for like the rest of the day. I don't remember.
I think Dr. Devlin's lab is more horrifying than it is emotional. It's emotional for sure, but it's definitely scarier for
Now, if
like-
it
Well,
had
should've
been
from the
9, that would have been was an
Yeah.
emotional. bit.
I almost slept on the couch that day.
All right. Well, thankfully, there were some heartwarming moments, which are coming up next.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which was... Yeah, so basically, this is the category of what hit you right in the feels with its uplifting tone. So, your nominees are... Boulder hears everyone's stories as payment.
Aw.
Good.
That was sweet. That was
Yeah.
wholesome. That was
So
sweet.
variety.
Hubert's introduction.
Pay for my who's paying for my dental
Winnie
bills?
the Pooh.
Okay. Flint reveals true name to Hoshimi.
Aw.
Like whether it wins or not, that was still one of my favorite things to do with Finn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Adrian
That's mine
discovers Adrian discovers Dad's path in the Windbreath Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Reinhardt is alive.
Yeah.
Reinhardt sweep. Reinhardt sweep. Reinhardt sweep.
Okay, wait. Owen and Yuto bond after he bears his soul,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
and the party finds a home for 8.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Oh, thank you
And
for that.
the winner for most heartwarming moment is the party finds a home for 8.
Oh.
Oh wow! I thought Reinhardt was gonna take
Yeah.
that again.
It was honestly
Sweet.
because it came so late. I think because everyone had a pitch in with how we're going to help Ashiki. I think that's what won out.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I 100%. I like that because everybody kind of got to pitch
Okay.
in with that one, you know?
Wait,
Everybody
Did you see Ashiki?
Yeah.
Oh, Hachiko, excuse me.
Hachiko.
Hachiko,
Well-
thank you. Sorry.
I honestly I did vote for Reinhardt though. Honestly, just because personally, that actually made me tear up a little bit. But no,
Okay.
the
I don't even remember what I voted for.
saving 8 was great and
Mm,
very emotional for me too.
all right. Okay, next. So let's move on to uplifting 2. Really darn funny.
Okay.
Okay, now, unfortunately, we didn't have a consensus with this one, but we did have a 4-way tie. So
Oh.
yeah, so here, here's some of the ones that didn't get the tie votes. Flint's Cowboy Dream. Did not-
Love that one.
Oh, that one, it was glorious.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Let's see who else. Okay, this I just remembered. Thank you, whoever put this down. The shoe incident.
Which one?
Which one?
With Hoshimi and Kaya stealing it.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
I personally call that Kaya's channel's Raymond, but that's just me.
And I'm trying to think what other ones that didn't get one. Let's see. Oh, 3 kill stealing everybody, but that's also in the other category. But the one that also did not get a more than one vote, naming the fiery jokers.
Oh, yeah.
So here
I
are
thought that would get
here's-
at least one vote.
it did get one
It
vote.
did get one
It
vote.
got
but
one
one
vote,
vote.
but that- Yeah.
Okay, so here is the 4-way tie. 7 sugar high from pancakes.
You've always got to have one. Every campaign, you've always got to
Yes!
have at least one sugar high.
Yep. 7 gives Adrian a bloody nose.
Oh, that was so long ago. Wow.
Adrian's nose be like, I believe I can bleed.
Flint and Adrian simul simp. Hey.
Yeah.
And I was hoping this would win, but this is also kind of my favorite one, and the one I voted for, triple nat 1s on stealth.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Oh.
that was so bad.
That was
Amazing.
That was Terrible. That was
Amazing.
horrible.
It was terrible.
All
It
right.
was amazing. It was terrible, and it was one of the most glorious things I've ever experienced in this life.
All right. Okay, moving on. Okay, next, shining moment of awesome. Which one kicked the most rear?
Do it.
So, nominees are Flint scares off a giant scorpion, now we know as 5, with a dragon roar.
Yeah. Without context, it's awesome.
Owen splashes sunrod oil on the Wraith with a perfect sniper shot.
Oh,
That
epic.
was absolutely epic. That
Amazing.
was
Okay.
glorious.
Shyland's fight against the Scion of Arkoth at the Feast of Fortune.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The party chases down Arpolian in the streets of Directian.
That was just fun.
Yeah.
Interesting encounter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 kill steals everybody.
Yes, he does, and it is glorious.
Fighters are
That's my
overpowered.
big brother.
Fighters are overpowered.
Adrian and Flint take down the Revenant.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
I hope
bad.
that one wins. I hope that one wins. I think I
Okay.
voted for that one.
I think I can't remember if I voted for the 3 killing.
Okay.
Stealing.
I don't remember what I
Owen,
voted for.
7, Yuto, and eventually Reinhardt subdue Levikra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was just satisfying.
that was so satisfying.
And, this is the one that I voted for, the reveal of the Chimera's call in meta.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And your
'Cause
winner for
Josh had a lot of
yeah.
Mm.
And your winner for Shining Moment of Awesome is 3 kill steals everybody.
All right, I'm PMing Stuart now.
Yes!
He deserves to hear that.
Yes! He's my big brother!
Yeah.
I've always wanted a brother.
No. All right. Okay, next. Smartest decision.
Oh, I gotta hear this one.
Okay, so basically the question is what in-game choice has the best payoff so far? Your nominees are not giving Hollyhock all the information regarding past items,
That
Mhm.
was epic.
waiting out the cold in the mountains,
Mhm.
Eh,
Yeah, that's good.
purchasing the tracer round in New Gatlas,
Mhm.
That was genius.
preventing Soren from awakening Zaylin in Kenzin,
Thank you.
not fighting the Drow in the catacombs,
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still proud. I'm still proud of that.
Definitely voted for that one.
not fighting Hollyhock in the Chlorine Forest,
That
Mm-hmm.
was also a
I
good
mean,
one.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! Oh my gosh!
and
Would have destroyed us.
Yep. and changing course to NASA.
Mm.
Huh.
And your winner for smartest decision is a tie between not giving Hollyhock all the information and changing course to NASA.
Interesting. Okay.
I respect that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
The information
Interesting.
one I knew was a shoo-in, but
Excuse me.
changing
Yep.
course, pretty good.
Probably
Okay.
because that's the only time we've seen Hollyhock get played a little.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, now it's time for the big category, and I mean big in a major way. Best major fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so which showcase of each chapter was the best? So we have, I believe, 13 total, I believe. So,
Jeez.
okay, here are your nominees. The Party versus the Babbling Freaks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. The Party versus the Bandits at Mount Bolus.
Mm-hmm.
The Party
Okay.
and Cora versus Giacomo.
Yeah.
The Party and Boulder versus the Wraith.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great fight. Golly.
The Party versus the Displacer Beasts. Okay. The Party and Raymond versus Arpolian and his hired goons.
Yeah, that was fun.
I
And
remember
every-
this was the first time I used blistering invective. Memories.
The Party versus the Oblex.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because of what happened directly after, I can't associate that
Okay.
with... Yeah.
The Party and 3 versus the Grave Knight.
Oh, that thing was tough.
that
The
was.
Party and 3 versus the Phantoms.
Oh yeah, with Zaylin. Well,
Yep.
with Kenton.
Yeah.
Yep. The Party versus the Revenant and the Morgue.
That was a tough fight too.
Okay.
I was actually scared of that one.
Yep. The Party versus Levikra.
Infuriating.
Yeah, I knew that reaction was coming.
The Party versus the Kettlebottom Pirates.
Yeah,
This is fun.
that's what I voted for.
And the Party versus 9.
Oh.
Oh, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about him.
And your winner for Best Major Fight is a tie once again. The Party versus the Kettlebottom Pirates and the Party versus 9.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess that's probably recency bias, but yes.
Maybe it is, but
Yeah.
why? I don't want that. Get out of here, 9. Get out. Get out. I don't like you right now. Go away.
Did you like him
Okay.
ever?
No! Well, no. Actually, hold on. I didn't know. I thought maybe I could help him.
That's not the same as liking him.
Well, then I found out he was unlikable.
All right. That being speaking of
Oh
unlikable,
man, the kryptonite to an optimist is a sociopath.
speaking of unlikable, let's talk about Best Antagonist.
Oh,
All
gosh.
right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Transitions.
Only 6 this time. So, Best Antagonist, we have Akalon,
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Hollyhock, Giacomo,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
Groot
Deserve
Slang,
that.
the Groot Slang,
Yeah.
Hi.
Heinrich Arpolian, and Levikra.
If Levikra doesn't win, it's either Levikra or Hollyhock.
It might be a tie. It could be a tie.
And your winner is not a tie, it's a blowout. It's Hollyhock.
Yeah. He spent the most consistent villain throughout the entire story. Well,
Yeah,
not-
and
yeah.
of all the antagonists we've had so far, he's easily the most interesting.
He is.
Okay.
He's definitely more interesting and definitely no pun intended, a bigger threat.
Mhm.
All right.
It's just so impressive to me that Josh, that you were able to take such a minor thing from the beginning of Welcome to the Show and just turn it into just this great standout villain.
Thank you. It's
amazing.
just thank you. It's just it's a long game.
Mhm. All right. Next, Best Reoccurring NPC.
Oh boy.
Okay. These are this was a riding category because we had a bunch.
Yep.
So here's what we have: Princess Abigail,
Mm.
Okay.
Arthur,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Caius,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trixie,
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
and your winner, it's Reinhardt.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Reinhardt sweep.
That should be
Reinhardt
obvious.
sweep.
Reinhardt sweet.
Well, it didn't technically sweep. He lost the heartwarming category.
Almost sweep. Almost sweep.
All right.
No, but Reinhardt's awesome.
Yeah, he
Everybody
is.
loves Ayame. Reinhardt.
Nice
Yeah.
save.
He's the best.
All right. Next, favorite guest character.
Oh, this one was hard.
Oh, they were all good.
I
This one was
I
hard.
have a feeling
I
I
know.
know who's gonna win though.
I know everyone was great. So we have Cora, played by Midnight Sonata.
Yes.
Boulder, played by No Nat Ones.
Yes.
Yes.
Jojo, played by Josh's brother.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Jeremy was fun.
Raymond, played by Dogi Crimson.
Not Raymond.
Yeah.
Not Raymond. Lock in Raymond.
And 3, aka Tree, played by what's his
The
Uh,
Stuart the Loading Crew.
the Loading Crew. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loading
And
crew. Let's go.
And your winner, by 2, 3, aka Tree.
Oh.
Okay.
Who's
Oh.
second place?
Raymond.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
voted for Raymond.
The fact that it's that I honestly expected you to say Raymond. I really did.
It was close. It was neck and neck between Raymond and 3 for a while.
Yeah. No, I'm not surprised. Those two are awesome.
Wow,
I guess I'm
gotta
just so
tell
used
Stuart
to-
that
I-
now. Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Just told Stuart that I just messaged Stuart, and we'll see it. We'll see how he reacts when he gets back
I love
on.
it. I love it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna message Dogi.
Would you like to
Okay.
come up and say a few words?
All right, and now it's time for, at the time it's being, the time of this recording, favorite player character. Everyone is on board.
Oh,
Everyone's
boy.
everyone's on board. Olwen, Hoshimi, Adrian, Flint, Sybil, 7/Nami, and Shylin.
All right.
Your winner for seasons 1 and 2 for favorite player character is Olwen.
Yep.
Yay!
Knew it.
Literally nobody's surprised.
Oh,
She's the best.
I'm surprised.
No, you're the best.
Why are you
Literally
surprised?
no
Not
one biased is surprised.
Nah, just trust us, honey. This was not a surprise to anybody.
I voted for you for what it's worth.
Oh, thank you. I thought it was gonna be like Hoshimi because we've done like more of her backstory, or it was gonna be Nanami because she's adorable.
She is adorable, but you play your character really, really, really freaking well, and you have some of the smartest calls in the game that are very in character. So
I did give her like, oh, what's she like, a +4 intelligence right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently the smartest people in the party are Olwen and Sybil.
who got second place? Was it Nanami or Hoshi?
Tie between 7/Nami and Adrian.
Okay, good job, dude.
Nice.
I'm not surprised that Hoshimi's not up there. I did make her to be somewhat unlikable at the start.
Prickly.
Hey, don't worry. Season 3 is on its way. Is being recorded, kind of.
Played.
Played, yes.
Yeah,
More time for Hoshimi to shine. Guaranteed, you're going to be top player for season 3.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
have
of
a
pressure
feeling.
you just put on me. Now I feel a need to prove you wrong.
Contrarian.
Yeah.
Yes. You've known me for how many years now?
Yeah.
Also, I've been hanging out with Dogi a lot, so I'm blaming him.
Mm. Yeah, so that I believe concludes it. So I guess I could do like a separate poll in like the Discord chat, like what people thought, like out of the 4 that we had, 7 Sugar High, Flint and Adrian Simul Simp, the Adrian Bloody Nose, and the Triple Nat ones, what they think between those 4. But yeah, I think that like a definitive tiebreak. But yeah, I think that concludes it for end of season voting.
All right.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And I think that actually will have to conclude the live stream because I think I hear our children waking up.
Yeah.
Aw. Okay.
All right.
All right, but thank you all for thank you all for being here, supporting this, and just being fans of this. It's like this was originally supposed to just be, a game for us to have fun with, but yeah, it's
It started to its own cult following.
yeah.
And we
Our
love
lovely
it, and
fandom.
Hey,
it's so much fun to play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's awesome.
I love that this is this is content we can make, and we don't worry about like what the fans will think, because it's just like this is our game. People enjoy it, so
yeah.
whatever.
Just us being us.
Yeah.
Well, not really. That's the point of role playing.
Well, it's us putting we do put a lot of ourselves in our characters, though. You agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I agree, but I was just saying.
A lot of me went into, especially with the 9 incident. Boy, but I don't want to hold up the stream.
We're leaving that off of stream.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna leave that off stream.
Yeah.
Personal reasons. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. All right. Well, so thank you all for joining us, and keep your eyes peeled for more adventures. Have a lovely day day take care.
Have a good day,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Have fun, everyone.
Adios, amigos.